Welcome to the replay crew, and thank you for being on the replay crew. And hi. Please make sure you hit the like or the dislike, which I hope you do hit the like. And if you're not subscribed, I would so appreciate if you do subscribe. And so would Jasper. We're just hanging out outside today. My kiddo is asleep in the living room, so we came out here, didn't we, Jasper? It's pretty weather, isn't it? Anyways, she fell asleep and my hubby's taking a nap. I thought I would come out here with y'all. Stop, Jasper. Why don't you stop it? Hey, Holly doll. Hey, Minnie. Anyway, like I said, everybody's asleep except for me and Jasper. So we thought we'd come hang out. Come here, Jasper. You want to say hi? Would you quit wiggling? He's a wiggle worm. Somebody wound up Jasper. Hey, Laura. Hey, Eric. It's Jasper. It's okay, Eric. I actually didn't even notice. But, yeah, everybody else is asleep, so Jasper and I decided to come hang out. And, anyway. Laura, did you get to meet my daughter earlier? I can't remember if you met her when she was in here before or not. That's my daughter, Holly, up there. Oh, really, Minnie? You're going to change it back? Yeah, we've got your other channels with animals and reptiles. Oh, yes. I loved seeing your froggies and stuff and all your animals. I can't wait for that. You're going insane? Well, you know, you're a mom now, so that kind of goes with the territory. I got to video chat with Holly earlier and Jasmine. And Jasmine was laughing and smiling. It was so cute. But anyway, bless you. Like I said, you know. Right, exactly, Minnie. Do you have several different channels or you just have the one? Oh, poor baby. Sorry, y'all. Jasper. Forgot to warn y'all, Jasper gets loud sometimes. Jasper, stop. Yeah, of course, she's gonna be a little fussy today. She had her shots today. So, just the one. Yeah, if you're like me, I don't know how people with multiple channels keep up with all of them. So that's why I just sort of changed the name on this one. Hey, Gerald, welcome in. Where are you chatting from? Yeah, Jasper's being loud. The neighbors are daring to be in their own yard. How dare they? Yes, you and your sister both did that after shots. You sleep a little bit, wake a little bit. Hi, Angie. Hi, Jesse. Welcome in. Hi, Kennedy. Okay, join the Chaos Kingdom. Well, it is kind of chaos around here, but you know. Thank you, Jerry. I hope you do too. Jasper, stop. Jasper. You're gonna wake her up. Now stop it. Hi, USA. Hi, Rosa. Get over here. Hi, Mickey and Shadow. Hi, Anime Fan. Welcome back. I don't usually get to come on in the afternoons. Hey, Brian. Hi, Darius. Hey, Ben. Yeah, he has a lot to say, Ben. No, she didn't tell me, Holly. Why? What happened? Hi, Beanson. No, I don't think we like that one. Anyway. Hi, DGL. Welcome in, everybody. I'm sorry, y'all. My dog tends to get a bit loud. Anime Fan, you had a long nap. Namry, I'm okay. I'm just out here hanging out with the dog. Thank you to whoever took care of that one. Um, I'm the first person live to answer you, DGO. Well, I'm honored to be the first one. And please make the ones that aren't subscribed yet, please make sure you subscribe. And when you click the notification bell, please click all, because I tend to go on really random. You never forget an avatar. Yeah. Your real name is Max? Okay, I will try to remember that. Thank you, mods, for taking care of the not so nice ones coming in. But anyway, just fair warning, y'all. I'm sorry. I try to keep the dog from being so loud, but it's about impossible. You can ask Holly. She's my daughter. She knows. Yeah, thanks, mods. But anyway, like I said, I don't normally come on in the afternoons, but yeah. I having a conversation. No, we're just kind of here to hang out, Oh no. Yeah, maybe somebody from the church can fix it. Ask she may ask Danny. Cheryl's Danny. I'm not gonna say the last name on here. The only other person I know that could have fixed it just already passed away. So anyhow, or Cliff. Cliff might be able to fix it. But anyway. So yeah, we're just kind of hanging out. Just Jasper's being the neighborhood watch, yelling at all the neighbors for daring to come out in their own yard. Oh yeah, I forgot Ben would know something about that. Well, it might have been Cliff or Andrew. They both do guitars. Cliff was a band director for a while, so maybe he knows something about it. But yeah, we're just, like I said, my little one fell asleep, so I turned it on my channel in there on another account, and I have it streaming, not this stream, but my older streams, so that it's constantly going. And has, figured maybe she hears me talking softly, because I just turned it down. Maybe it'll keep her asleep. Sometimes it works. Oh yeah, Max, I'm sure he'll be over here for me to show him at any point. Let me see. Come here, Jasper. There he is. Let's see. That's Jasper. Look, Brian. Brian, it's Jasper. Come here. Well, come up here. Why are you crawling that way, you silly Willy? He's a silly boy. We also have a lot of cats, but they're all inside. Ben. Oh, thank you, Max. It's a he. His name is Jasper. Yeah, poor persecuted puppy. Yeah, Lauren, he uses those eyes to get away with everything. Holly can tell you. Looks like the screw propped out of the neck. I know nothing about guitars, so I couldn't tell you. Now I do know somebody else on here that might know how to fix it, but the problem is he's out in Colorado. Yes. All he has to do is look at me with those sad puppy dog eyes, and he gets away with everything, Laura. I can't say no to him. Oh, that's cool, Max. What kind of dogs do you have? Oh, okay, you sent her the pictures? Good. She knows more people than I do. Yep. Eric, And Shadow is so pretty. I've seen the pictures you sent me. Okay, hey, sometimes mixed breeds are the best ones. Well, hey, Kim, I haven't seen you in here in a long time. Welcome in. Just me and Jasper hanging out. And you get to meet my daughter, Kim. My oldest daughter is in here. She's one of my mods now. Holly, Kim, Holly. Yeah, we have one that looks like a Russian blue. But... Oh, really, Kim? That's good to know. I'll try to remember to say hi to you. 40 to 150, yeah. Sorry, y'all. He is being a wiggly one. Right by my feet. You gonna talk? Oh, Max, don't worry about that. It's okay. The channel's not even monetized yet anyway. Yeah, it's poor puppy. I think he's allergic to fleas. And if he gets even one flea on him, he will scratch himself raw. Hey, Tiff. He's not the center of attention. You know, I've been trying to come up with a few songs to use as intros, like when the video first starts, and I haven't figured out how to attach them yet, but I do have a couple of songs, and one of them said a beagle named Jasper, and he's the star of the show. I said, how did they know that? Oh, Kimmy did it live earlier? I'll have to go look. Yes, yeah. I know the songs I want to... Yeah, it was meant for him. I know the songs I want to use. I just don't know how to attach them to where they'll automatically play, especially if I'm on my phone, because the songs are on my phone, and I don't know how to get them either from my phone to my laptop or to play on my phone. I don't know how to do that. Oh, thank you, Max. He has seizures, so we have to be extremely careful about what we put on him. All right, Max. But we have to be extremely careful about what we put on him. I can't even bathe him in regular dog shampoo. Oh, yeah, I forgot about that, Holly. I may end up getting you to do that. Hey, Lori. Okay, Minnie, I understand that. I do that quite a bit when I'm watching, usually when I'm watching Jen. You got sun there, Kim? We got sun. We got some sun here. It's actually it's a really pretty day out here. You remember some of the stuff you had to do? Yes, Lloyd, we are talking about Jasper. This wiggle worm. He won't be still for nothing. You got wind there? We did have wind here earlier. Yeah, a little bit. It's just a breeze, though. Yeah, it's Jasper. Come here, Jasper. Come here. Here, jump up. There we go. Now y'all can see him a little better. Can you say hi? Hi. Somebody wound him up. Hey, Adira. Oh, Kim is in Hawaii. Kim, how did I not know you were in Hawaii? Are you just there on vacation, or did you move there? Yeah, y'all live in a little bit of the valley there. Yeah. Yeah, he works so hard, man. He's so wound up. Oh, thank you, Lori. Are you just on vacation? I'm jealous. Thank you, Max. But actually, like I said, he has seizures, so we have to be super careful about what we give him. You know, I can't even bathe him in regular dog shampoo. Kim, I'm still jealous. And Laura, that may be a question for you. What can I give him for fleas with him having the seizures? We haven't got him on seizure meds yet, which we're working on that. Hopefully this week. You know, but it may be a couple more weeks before we can get him to the vet. Yeah, he has seizures. He actually scared the bejesus out of me the other day because he had we had just gotten up. I think I actually think this was last Tuesday. I have it in his logs, but that's on my phone. So thank you, dear. But Tiff, I did, and she said to ask the vet, and I figure since Laura works, since Laura's Laura, I can't remember if you're a vet or a vet tech, but that's why I was asking. He has had seizures since I got him. The lady I got him from said that she never knew him to have seizures, but I don't think she was being honest. To be quite frank, she oh, you are a veterinarian. Okay, I couldn't remember if you were a vet or a vet tech. So see, I am asking the vet. But yeah, she. All right, Max. Well, thank you for popping in. Come in anytime. But she said that she'd never known him to have seizures. She'd had him like about 2 years. I don't know if I believe that. I never met this lady, to be honest. I just happened. Yes, thank you, Adira. We really do. And thank you, Kim. Max, more than likely, yes. I try to go live every day. Well, welcome back, Lori. But anyway, she said that this was somebody that I had met him, that I had just seen on Facebook where somebody was giving away a dog, and that's how I got Jasper. So I didn't know the lady, but she said, I messaged her later and I said, hey, have you ever known him to have a seizure? Because he had a seizure within about a month of me getting him. And she said, no, he's never had seizures. I don't think she was being honest. And I think she might think that I was going to try and bring him back or something, which I would have never done. But how often are the seizures? Here lately, they've been about once a month. Yes, Ben, I'm in North Georgia, very close to the Tennessee state line. Oh, thank you, Lori. But he's not on meds yet because we haven't been able to afford the testing to get. He has to go through all the testing in order to be on meds. He's about 4. The lady said that he was about a year old when she got him, which is all I have to go on. And she'd had him 2 years, so he would have made him 3 at that point. So we just figured on his. I've had him about a year and a half, so we figure he's about 4. We'll just go by his gotcha day, which is in September. So right for now, we think we're pretty sure he's around 4. But no, we haven't been able to afford the testing. To get him on the medicine. Hopefully, we're hoping. My mom said she might be able to help. Sharon may be popping in a minute, y'all. But she just said she may be able to help. Or we ain't getting much of a tax return this year because I haven't been able to work, but we may use what little we get back for that. Actually, Max, it's Miss Sunrise Dawn all run together. And it's Miss Sunrise Dawn's Critter Connection. Hey, Journey. Or if you go back on your history where you watch this one, you can just click on my name. Or you may just be able to click on my name from here, and it should take you to my channel. And if you subscribe and just hit the notification bell and hit all, it'll let you know. But anyway, he so yeah, we haven't been able to get him on the meds yet. But the last week, I think it was last Tuesday, we got up and he had been acting off for a day or two. So I kind of suspected there was a seizure coming. So I was really trying to watch him close. But we were getting my kiddo ready for school, so I let him outside. And within it wasn't even 10 minutes, because I knew that I needed to keep an eye on him, So I let him out. I got her clothes, took him to her, and within about less than 10 minutes, I went out and, called for him. I didn't even hear him. It scared me. So I, went out there looking for him, and I found him collapsed in the corner. And at first, I really thought he was gone. But then he turned his head to look at me. So I could breathe. And that one, it took him a little while to get back to normal. He just seemed really... At first, he just seemed kind of confused, and then he just slept for a long time. He normally sleeps after his seizures anyway. But normally he eats within about 3 or 4 hours, and I think he didn't eat until, closer to the evening. Oh, okay. Thank you, Laura. I will keep that in mind. And his vet is aware. Yeah, Journey, he's okay. He's actually over here raising Cain. We were just talking about him having a history of seizures. Oh, yeah, Holly was there for that first one, and it scared us all. Hey, Sharon. There's my cousin Sharon, y'all. No, we were just talking about Jasper and his history of seizures. Which he, I don't know, sometimes I can kind of see when they're coming on. Yeah, Journey, he really does he needs to be on meds for seizures. Yeah, Junior was a big help that day. Oh, really, Ben? That's pretty cool. Yeah, he's, but I don't know. At first, when we got him, they were every couple months, and now they seem to be coming every month. So he, like I said, the vet is aware. The vet keeps a log of his seizures, which reminds me I need to call and tell him about the last one. And I have a log that I keep track of his seizures, how long they last, how long they, I try to put on there all the information I can think of, like how long it took him to eat next, how long it took him to get back to normal, things like that. So when we do get him to the vet, they'll have everything they need. Okay, thank you, Laura. I appreciate that. I'll just have to must have to bathe him soon. Yeah, Holly got hit with the wrench too. She said I could. I asked first. Oh, Journey, that's pretty funny. Yeah, I threw it at her last night. But yeah, I've got to get him on meds. Like I said, the vet is aware, and they're trying to work with this. They've given me the lowest cost they can on the tests and stuff, but we still don't quite have the money for it. But anyway, we're kind of dependent on our tax returns this year to take him, and the tax returns are going to be way lower than we thought. Right, Jasper? Yeah, but we'll get this little boy taken care of, won't we? Yeah. Yeah, poor little Jasmine. She got her shots today at Sharon. She is not a happy camper. You were 8 and in charge of a seizure medicine journey? Wow. Hey, Mary. Welcome in. Yeah, we got a little more than that. Not by much. Oh, really, Ben? I may have to look into that. Yeah, she's daddy's girl. We have to bathe him in baby shampoo. Because if, I bathed him in a regular dog shampoo and he had a seizure. And I was afraid to try any other ones. I think it was the oatmeal. He ranked 14th. Okay, awesome. Laura, you know how to get in touch with me. But yeah, I bathed him in regular dog shampoo, and I think it might have been the oatmeal part that caused the seizure, but I wasn't sure enough to try anything else because it scared me. So we have to bathe him in baby shampoo, which might give him temporary relief from the fleas, but not permanent. But he's still wanting to yell at the neighbors because how dare they work in their own yard? Yeah, she is a daddy's girl, Sharon. Hey guy, welcome back. Oh, thank you, Laura. Oh, it's midnight for you there. It's I didn't know it was that late. It's 7 o'clock in the evening here. She's been a daddy's girl since before she was born. That I can witness that. Yeah. Alright, y'all, I'm trying to catch up. My chat froze for a minute. Cat's name was Barry. Oh, yeah, poor Jasper. Yes, exactly, Ben. Hey, you did that with your dad, Holly. You were crying when you were born, and as soon as your dad walked up and said something to you, you immediately stopped crying. Hey, I don't blame you guys. I have to have a few free minutes before I go to bed, even, no matter how late it is. Hey, when Holly was in utero, she would move to whatever side her daddy was on. And if his brother was on one side and he was on the other, she got super confused because they sound just alike. Phil's barking at the cows. That's funny. She does not hate you. Ben. No, he's never attacked. We had the dog we had before Jasper he weighed 95 pounds. He was a big dog. And he was a Rottweiler, Husky, and Shepherd mix. Holly will tell you he was probably the most harmless dog on the planet. He was just a big goofball. You know, I don't think he knew how to bite anybody if his life depended on it. Well, but when he would see people, he would scare them because he was big. Yeah, comment. Yeah, did y'all see she called my dog fat? He just liked to eat and didn't like exercise. Anyway, when he saw people, he would want to run up to them to be petted. And they got scared because there was this big old dog barreling down on them. Well, I had him out front one day on his leash, and the UPS guy came. And Comet went to run at him, and the guy kind of jumped backwards. Hey, Big Chief. I was like, no, he wants you to pet him. I promise he won't hurt you. Stop, Jasper. He said, oh, I can do that. But at first, he scared him. God, that's funny. Yes, I love the big old goofballs. I'm telling you. There was a guy that I was seeing before I knew Scott. Yeah, he's saying hi to the chat and the whole neighborhood too. When he came over and wanted to meet my dogs, which at the time I had a husky named Smokey, and we had Comet. Smokey had never been aggressive to anyone. They're the true Illuminati. But Smokey had never been aggressive to anybody except for she would growl sometimes when somebody tried to get too close to Holly. If she thought they were bad news, she would growl, but she never really got aggressive. That one guy that I brought over here, she charged the fence and tried to eat him. It's a good thing the fence was there, or she would have eaten him. So it's like, I've never seen her act that way. I said, I don't think you need to go near her. Wish I'd have listened to her. He did turn out to be bad news. But he went way around her where he couldn't. Oh, hi, Mocha. He went way around her. Yeah, where she couldn't get to him. He went to Comet. Does Comet try to attack? No. Yes, we should have Holly, or at least I should have. Does Comet try to do anything to him? No, he rolls over on his belly and sticks his feet in the air like, hello, pet me. You hospice a Basset Hound, Tiff? Told a man, see it. Oh. Oh, are you going to bed, Tiff? Well, in that case, well, good night then. Yeah. Mocha is adorable. Exactly, Ben. They know. I don't know how they know, but they know. And Holly, hush, Jasper. Holly, I don't know if you remember this time, but there was one time Holly and I were walking. Oh, thank you, Scooter. Hi, Scooter. Oh, Scooter, you get to meet my daughter Holly and my cousin Sharon. I don't think you've met them yet. Well, there must be something wrong with that uncle then. Maybe? I don't know. Also, why is everyone live when you're supposed to rest your shoulder? Well, I'm live because the kiddo fell asleep. And yes, Papa Smurf, he's still around. He comes in almost every night. Not quite, but almost. Yep, 2 for the price of 1. Okay, Sharon, I couldn't remember if Scooter had met you or not, but Scooter, you get to meet my daughter, Holly. Anyway. Oh, see, Smokey's a smart boy. Old age taking that memory, of course. I'm a grandma now. What do you expect? Eric's ready for Papa. But anyhow, it was Holly and I were walking one time, and I had Red, which was Smokey's mom. She's Eric's on a timeout button. Timeouts are free today. But I had Red, she was a husky and Timberwolf mix. I ran away. I don't care. Hey, guy. Yeah, I do. Sometimes I wish they could talk, but then again, sometimes I'm glad they can't. Then they might tell all our secrets. But anyway, Red was, like I said, she was red. She was husky and Timberwolf. Exactly, Holly, what your dear said. And then, of course, there was Smokey, which she was Red's daughter, and then her dad was a husky, so she was mostly husky, a little bit of Timberwolf. Let him get his beer, and we'll see him. Yeah, he's got to have his beertology. Yeah, Ben, she was beautiful. So was Smokey. But we were walking, and I had Red, she had Smokey, and Holly was about 8, I think, because yeah, she had to have been at least 8. Well, she was. No, you had Smokey. Spike was at home. We took him on the next round, I think. But this guy came and was trying to get too close to us while we were walking, and kept asking something about making up excuses to walk with us. Like, I can mow your yard for you. I can do this. I was like, I have a husband. Thank you. Or my dad also helps. Thank you. We don't. Yeah. You might be thinking of another one. There was another one where the guy kept trying to buy Spike. Hey, Sophia. And you, dear, and Tracy are sister wives because of Papa. But no, it was weird. Red stretched. She kind of started walking at the end of her leash. Like as far as she could get in between me and that guy. Keeping him away from me. And then she kind of did this little... Oof. And Smokey turned and looked at her mama, looked over at the guy, and she did the same thing between Holly and her. And they stayed that way. They would not let him get any closer. They were at the end of their leashes. And I had Holly. Holly had probably been walking maybe 15 feet ahead of me, and I had her kind of slow down a little bit so she was closer to me. But they both stretched their leashes out as far as they could and kept him away. Which I just thought was so cool, just the way they communicated. And just that one little oof. I get taught that menacing dog of ours will be saying, get out, give me some dark coffee and a cigarette every hour. That's funny. Sister wives and cousins with no money. Yeah. Yeah. We had a double leash. I thought you had Smokey on leash. You might have had Spike, but he didn't care. Spike loved everybody. There was a guy trying to talk to Smokey one time, and she about pulled me over there, planted herself right in between Holly and that guy. Broke but gorgeous family. Yeah. Yeah, Sophia got her wrench delivered overseas because there was a guy in here speaking German, and I didn't know he was saying nasty things. And Sophia told me. So I gave her a wrench so she could take care of it because I couldn't even see the guy at first. All right, Laura. Well, thank you for talking to me. And I'll definitely get with you about the stuff we were talking about with the fleas and stuff. Thank you. I appreciate it. All right, Holly. Give Jasmine a big kiss for me. Yeah, he was being nasty in German. And Sophia was like, he's being nasty in German. Somebody needs to get rid of him. So she's asleep on Pa's bed. Oh. So I gave her a wrench so she could do that because I couldn't understand what he was saying. Plus, Sophia's just cool enough to have a wrench overseas. Alright, Yadira. But anyway, y'all. Jasper's back. Come here. Well, come up here. He wants to say hi again. Was it Trolls International? It was. So I had to get Mods International. Yeah, look at this. Who could say no to that face? Sharon says hi. Can you say hi? And nobody could say no to this face. You forgot all you had to do was put your shoes on? That's called lack of sleep. How much longer until Junior gets off of work anyway? And I hope y'all don't mind if I smoke here. Oh, I gotta go to the store in a little while. Or too much of Mom's DNA. Hey now. She also has her Aunt Sharon's DNA. Okay, I think it's off. Is that 7? That must be 7 your time. So see, y'all got warning. Tobacco products will be smoked. I'm guessing Yadira might post that. Don't you dare. Oh. Yeah, not down for that either, Sophia. You're offended as you hit your vape. Yeah, I did have that one guy that got offended. Sorry, y'all. Jasper was trying to open the porch door. Yes, you too. Holly, you had talked about quitting at one point. Yeah, Max, are you still in here? I thought you'd already left. Yes, I do, unfortunately. But you actually haven't had one today. Well, that's good. You and I need to quit together. And I told Scott he needs to quit with me this time. And I gotta talk low in case the kiddo's awake in there, which I don't think she is. Yeah. I'm thinking about the bait, but in case the kiddo's awake in there, I gotta talk kind of low, so I hope y'all can hear me. But she's getting... Oh, taco salad sounds good. She's getting birds for her birthday. Right, she's getting 2 parakeets. I'm going to use that as part of my Yeah, it's hard to quit when there's other smokers around you. But, yes, definitely progress. Okay, Max. Oh, Sharon, I may take you up on that. Hey, Brandon. Welcome back. But anyway, I'm using that as part of my motivation to quit because the smell on my clothes is very bad for birds. It's not good for my kid either. So those things are going to be my motivators. I may take you up on that, Holly. Yeah, I had to pick a flavor. I do. More enchiladas, tacos, and chimichangas. Thank you, Brian. I appreciate that. And actually, Ben, I worked at Taco Bell for a long time. So I had a lot of those. Well, except the chimichangas. We never had chimichangas. But anyhow, those are fake, though. Well, they're as close as I could get at the time. No, I don't want those. Don't like those. But, I used to have a friend when I worked at Taco Bell. I remember Holly, I think you were around 9, probably 8 or 9. And, she couldn't decide if she wanted a beef taco or a chicken taco. So my friend's like, I'm gonna make that baby. She said, I'm gonna make that baby woman both. And she did. She made her a taco with chicken and beef. And after that, I wasn't allowed to make her tacos anymore. It always had to be Miss Tina. Exactly, Sharon. Oh yes, you will. You will have to send that to me, Mary. I bet my top 2 favorite salad dressings are ranch and Thousand Island. It does sound good, doesn't it, Holly? Now I'm hungry. Thanks, Mary. Jasper, stop it. He's got. You're already hungry. Well, tell Junior. Tell Junior stop and stop and tell Junior to buy you some food. I'm sure he will. Oh, I bet it is, Mary. Sorry, y'all. I had to lock the porch. Jasper's over there trying to get out. Hush. Oh, down here. I'm gonna put you back inside if you don't stop it. Sorry, y'all. I know he's loud. Now stop. He's allowed to sit there. Jasper. Jasper. Sorry, y'all. I'm gonna mute for just a second, okay? Okay, y'all. Sorry about that. There's a kid over here that was riding a scooter, and the scooter apparently has ran out of gas or something. So he's sitting there trying to get it. I don't know if it ran out of gas or what, but he's trying to get it restarted. Jasper, he got it started. Jasper was yelling at him. Alright, Holly. Be careful. The hound is strong with Jasper. It is. Definitely is. Right, Sophia? Yeah, Jasper's. They hear me now. Yes, apparently he does have a lot of words stirred up. Oh, thank you, Mary. But yeah, he's funny, especially when we're inside and he knows that I don't want him to bark. Not he ignores me outside, but inside he does at least act like he's listening sometimes. And he'll look at me and he'll do this. He'll start to bark and then he'll look at me and go, wow, 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 wow. If I tell him to quit, he'll do one last little woof, and then he's done. He has to have the last word. Just like my parents' dog does. I was talking to my mom earlier and he started barking at something and got my. Yeah, he's a conversationalist. I was talking to my mom earlier and he got Bugs barking. Bugs is their dog. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna have to try that, Mary. Sorry, y'all. The neighbors' kids have scooters that they ride up and down the street. My husband complains sometimes about being so noisy. I said, well, you know what? It's better than them being out getting into stuff or getting into more trouble. Just riding scooters up and down the street ain't hurting nothing. Anyway, I guess my dad coming out at me there. Ooh, that sounds so good. We're putting you on your car. I'll try not to. Oh yeah, Sharon, I can send it over to you. No problem. Yeah, I think that's was part of my dad coming out in me because my dad used to be in charge of our youth group at church, and he would make sure every weekend he had something for the kids to do, and that was always his reasoning. Well, it's either them being here at the church playing games or doing whatever, or they could be out getting into trouble. So we were always at the church doing something. Oh, Sophia, that's something you'll have to get Mary to tell you about. She's the one making it. Mary, I think you might have to send Sophia the recipe too. But anyway. Yeah, Eric, see, I practically grew up on a racetrack. My dad was into drag racing. He had an old 70s, it was a 1970 Plymouth Satellite that he turned into a drag car. And he used to, sorry, I'm just checking my battery. He used to race every weekend. And that we called it the teacher's pet because he got it from my aunt. That was her it was the first brand new car she'd ever gotten to buy. And she loved that car. She would only let my dad have it. So she was a teacher. So it was the teacher's pet. Hush, Jasper. My cousin has it now. But I don't drag race for pink slips. I only got one ticket recently, thank you. And it wasn't for speeding, it was because I was holding my cell phone in my hand. I wasn't even on it. Yeah. Yeah, sure, that's Hi Sim, welcome in. Where are you chatting from? Alright, Scooter, we'll see you later. Thanks for popping in, I appreciate it. But not only did we grow up at the drag strip, we also went to a lot of NASCAR races, and we would camp in the infield with my aunt and uncle's motorhome. And that was every couple months or so. So yeah, we were almost always on a racetrack somewhere. Oh, Sim, you're from Turkey. Very cool. Well, I'm in the U.S. I'm in northern Georgia. I'm in northern Georgia. I don't know if you know much about the U.S. states, but I'm in northern Georgia, close to Tennessee. elicitation can reveal a lot about people. Yeah. But actually, one of the things that I remember, one of the, you know, one of the my favorite races I went to was we got to be there for Richard Petty's very last race, and he actually, he wrecked, so he literally went out in a blaze of glory. But that was really cool to be able to stay out. We were there for that. But anyway, oh, well, have a good night, Sim. Yeah, it was. And when Swervin' Irvin, I can't think of his actual first name, but when everybody called Swervin' Irvin, when he had his really bad wreck that kept, I don't know if he ever did come back from it. Oh, okay. Oh, yeah, Sophia, you have parts of the streets with no speed limit in Formula One. I bet that's interesting. But I think it was Ernie Irvan. But when he had his bad wreck that took him out for a long time, I don't remember if he ever did come back for it. We were there for that one too. We saw that happen. Yeah, you should, Mary. Yeah, exactly. Give her credit and make yours a little different. But Sharon, yeah. Unfortunately, we do have speed limits. Most of them are too slow. But I have to confess, I was driving like a grandma before I became a grandma. Because a capybara, that'd be pretty cool. Anyway. Oh, and just so you know, Sharon. Just so you know, Sharon, before I forget, this is fair warning. We have a whole week. This next week, the kiddo's out of school, so you may get invaded. I'll call first to make sure, but you may get invaded. Oh, you never have driven like a grandma? I remember when Holly was born. We were leaving the hospital. I was riding with my in-laws. Our car was stuffed with, flowers and gifts and things like that. The people that brought to the hospital. You know who to listen to on the police scanner. Yes, you did get your first ticket driving my car. But anyway, I remember we were leaving the hospital, and I remember Carlene looking over at Raymond. She's like, just because you are a grandpa doesn't mean you got to drive like one. He's like, we're in a 10-mile-an-hour zone. We're in a 20-mile-an-hour zone or something. She said, yeah, but you're only doing 10. Oh, wow, really, Sophia? Yeah, that would scare me. Haven't got one since you learned to avoid. Yeah, I was riding with our friend, and Sharon was driving my car. Hey, best ever. Welcome in. Or I should say, welcome back. Right, Ben? See? You know, you are exactly right. You noticed she didn't say since she started slowing down. I don't think Sharon knows what slow means. And I'm pretty sure our other friend that hangs out with us, which we just call her by her first initial here, which is K. I'm fairly certain she's the same way as Sharon. I haven't ridden with her in a while. No one except emergency vehicles. Yeah. I don't trust my sight enough now. Some of you Georgia folks. I don't trust my eyesight enough now to be driving fast anyway. That's why I can only drive during the day. During slow periods, short, familiar distances. It's all I can drive. And I've found that out the hard way when I have had to drive closer to nighttime or further away. And Sharon, actually, even driving to your house is pushing it a little bit, but I'm familiar with those roads, so I'm sure it'll be fine. It's not like they're. If I take the back roads, it's not like it's busy. You don't like Tennessee drivers. Sharon, we're so close to Tennessee, there's a lot of them. Really, Sophia? See, I get nervous. You know, I'd be really nervous if it was me driving. Yeah, back roads would help. I guess I could take the back roads of the battlefield. It would get me closer to your house. Sorry, I can't get the hiccups. But I guess it probably wouldn't be a good idea to bring Jasper. I thought about that, but Roxy might not like that, and your cats. So we'll just leave him home. He tends to get overly excited. It's funny watching him try to play with my parents' dog, which is kind of a convoluted line here, but sort of. Sharon had a dog that she wasn't able to keep, so I got him. At the time, his name was Bubs. I changed it to Bugs, but then there came a point in time when I wasn't, a few years later when I wasn't able to care for him. So my parents got him, and they still have him. He's about 12 now. Yeah, he'll be 13 this summer. Well, oh yes, we have good paranormal places. The place that I was talking about driving through to get to Sharon's is a battlefield. You don't like who either? Who don't you like, Holly? You're confusing me. But, Tennessee drivers? Well, Miss Holly Doll, you live in Tennessee now. But, anyway, and so technically, Holly, you are a Tennessee driver. You just learned in Georgia. But anywho, it's funny to watch Jasper with Bugs, with my parents' dog, because he'll run with him for a minute. Hey, Susan. She's not in Georgia, so she's good. Susan, I don't think you've gotten to meet my cousin Sharon yet. Sharon, this is my friend Susan, and my daughter Holly is in here too, Susan. She's just not able to chat much because she was driving. That's a sound I never hear here. I hear the ice cream truck. Never hear that here, ever. If I had money, we'd be going out there. Hey, Holly, you hear this? Oh, you're on the way. Look, guys. There he goes. That circles back around. He'll be back in front of the house in a minute. You pick him. Yeah, and Holly, that's my friend Susan above you there. But, yeah, that brings back some memories, doesn't it, Holly? Yeah, but they've never come down here. I've never heard them through here, and I've always wondered why, because there's all kinds of kids. Grass is supposed to be brown. No. And trust me, I don't do anything to make it not brown. I have a brown thumb. So yeah, tell the rain that. They're a little bit behind on the live. That's alright. But, anyhow, that just took me by surprise. Joys of living in the desert. I don't even remember what I was saying before that anyway. Hey, Helena. Sorry, Helena. That's probably not helping your migraine. Jasper, you're going to make Helena's headache worse. Alright, Helena. Thank you for popping in. Oh, God, Eric. I would never go to that ice cream truck if it did. Hi, Antiques. No, we can't be saying that. Hey, Warren. Oh, no, Antiques. We're going to get in trouble. Warren. Oh, no, I'm not in the desert. Warren. I knew that was coming, Antiques. Bye, Helena. I hope you feel better. Oh, I hope he's okay. Yeah, that song, Eric. Did Eric bring it up? No, Eric. No bringing it up. Yeah, but I would not be going to that song if they did. Time him out if I could. I don't know if I can. You've been blessed with never hearing that song. Well, Ben, I wish you luck in never ever hearing it. Alright, y'all are going to be talking about the song. If I could, I don't think I even can do that. Anyway, Antiques, you got to meet my daughter the other day, didn't you? I think you did. So, yeah, we had to use the code name for it. If I could, Antiques, I think I would, but I don't know if I can. Oh, well, in that case, Antiques, my daughter is in the chat. It's just she's driving, so she can't say much. Oh, you came right after she left? Well, that's my daughter, Holly, and I'm sure you've met my cousin, Sharon. Ice cream all around? Ooh. Oh, yeah, nobody's... Well, not even, most people here hadn't even met me in person, besides Sharon and Holly. I'm waiting to see if the ice cream truck comes back around. If the kiddo was awake and we had a little money, I would have stopped him. Look, Sharon. Oh, you mean you missed seeing her? Yeah, she's here. Sharon, Ben already knows you. Okay, well, in that case, Sharon, that's my friend Antiques. Antiques, that's my cousin Sharon. Alright, Antiques. Thanks for popping in. Yes, Susan, we've got to. Sharon the Angelic up there, that's my cousin. Somebody hit the red light pole? Oh. Oh. Y'all confusing me. Look here now. Remember? Easily confused. Blonde. And for those of you who were maybe confused by what Holly said about getting off at Jasper, up here at Jasper, that's the name of that's the name of a town up there, not my dog Jasper, who apparently likes speed and avoids cops. Well, it's not difficult. Plus, she has a cousin on her other side of the family that is a cop. Yeah. That's jinx, Sharon. Oh no, the road's closed off. That's not good. Alright, bye, Antiques. Have a good rest of your night. I'll probably see you around in some of the chats. Actually, the last time I saw, Sharon, the last time I saw one of the cops that you were related to, I mentioned to him that I was your cousin on the other side. And he said, I'm sorry. I said, well, you're kin to her too. Yes, one's for Helena. Up there, Holly, or somewhere else? Because I don't even think there was, but maybe a couple cops up there. Oh, the ice cream truck circled around the other way. His house is back here with kids, buddy. Anyway. If Sharon was to tell her cousin that, oh no. If Sharon was to tell her cousin that, um, he would laugh at her because he knows better. Oh no, antics. Thank you, Susan. But anyway, I know you did. If you didn't, somebody else would have. So thank you. Um, I think Antiques was wanting to be timed out right before she left. Yes, we do love you, Antiques. And but for those of you who are in here, if y'all haven't subscribed, please go, before I forget, please subscribe. I'm getting so close to 400. It's my next goal. And then we got to get up to 500. Get this channel monetized. We're slowly making progress. And you guys are awesome for helping me out. But anyhow. Was he the one that did that, Sharon? I heard about that. He pulled his own... Oh, no, wait a minute. I'm thinking of a different one. I'm thinking of one that arrested his own mother. Oh, I remember you telling me that. And he got in trouble, too. The timeout was for Papa. Susan, we miss you in Jen's chat. I know you're not able to come in there as much anymore, but we sure miss you in there. Yep, have the courage of your convictions. That's exactly right, Warren. Yeah, Sophia, he totally did that as a joke. I remember hearing that story right after it happened. Chris, I can see. No. That won't happen. Hush, Jasper. Oh, you're going to try to be there tonight? That's cool, Susan. I'm going to try to be in there, too. Yeah, he got... Hey, this is what I hear when he knows he ain't supposed to bark. I don't know if he's going to stop now. Hey, my cousin is married to a former cop down in Tampa. And when he was a police officer, he saw my aunt and uncle, his in-laws, out to eat one night. And when they stopped and said hi to him. Try to behave. Ben, I've known Sharon for 35 years and she's never once behaved, so good luck with that. Jasper, stop it. But you have a good rest of your night, Ben. Thank you for being here. But anyway, yeah, he saw them when they were out to eat one night. And they were talking and joking around and stuff. But when they went to leave, they had to go over the St. Pete Causeway to get home from where they were. Middle of the causeway, they get pulled over. Well, first my aunt's thinking, no, it didn't even get our... I think she was driving. She didn't even get all her stuff out. She's like, oh, ha, ha, it's just raining. Well, when the cop walked up there, it wasn't raining. And he said, ma'am, do you know why I pulled you over? And she's like, no, hold on. I thought you were my son-in-law. You just trying to play a joke on me. Hold on, let me get my stuff out. So she's trying to get her stuff out. A couple minutes later, a second cop car pulls up. Cop comes walking up there. That one was Raymond. He had put his buddy up to it. He got in a lot of trouble. I thought that was hilarious. Yep, behaving is boring. Oh. And Sharon says, I'm the bad influence, y'all. I'm the good one. Sharon's the bad influence. Where's baby girl? She is passed out on the couch. She was tired. Which I would imagine she's probably going to be passed out for the rest of the night. So, I have to move her to her bed before long. You did, Mary. You gave me a shout out actually just today. I am not the bad one. I'm the good one. See, she tries to accuse me of things. I have an idea. We'll blame Kay. It's all her fault. All the trouble we get into, we'll blame her. She ain't here to defend herself. Anyway. Jasper, what you think? Jasper is paying me no mind. Oh, you back, Holly? Good. Are y'all back home? She's the scapegoat. Yeah. Holly, I don't know if you heard me earlier. That's my friend Susan. Susan, that's my daughter Holly. Look at him. Looking for something to get into. Jasper. Oh, Susan. I will have to send y'all I have to send you the picture of the picture I got of Jasmine on the video stream, in the video chat that Holly and I were on earlier. She's so cute. She was smiling so big. Being the bad influence is more fun. You have a point, Sophia. Are you just waiting on Junior now? I'm guessing. Yes. She is so cute. Hey, I just learned from my big sister how to hide it better. Oh, wait, did I say that out loud? 5-10 minutes. Actually, about then is when we'll probably be wrapping it up anyway. But yeah, we're here for a few more minutes. Ain't we, Jasper? I have to get your little sister moved to bed. You gonna tell her when you see her next? She'll probably agree. What? Put your feet up here. Look at him. Looking all pitiful. Y'all know he never gets love. Never gets love. Never gets attention. Yeah, you might be a little bit behind, Holly. Neighbor's yelling. Holly, when you see this, just hit skip to live. Exactly. Never got caught. Yeah, you dear. He tends to be yappy. Anyway. He's trying to open the porch door so I watched it. Oh, I hope they're alright. That's no fun hitting the pole. Jasper. Jasper, come here. Come here. Quit barking so much. That's one of the reasons he's outside with me and not inside with the kiddo, because he'll wake her up. Now he's yelling at the kids down the street for playing basketball. Oh, okay. Let's see. Exactly, Sharon. Our escapades were prior to the internet. Or at least prior to social media. This dog, y'all. He is rotten. Rotten pupper. Anyway. Yeah, prior to cell phones. I remember Holly was around 10 when I gave her first phone. And she had been asking for probably a couple of years before that. I remember when she was around 8 or 9, she said, "So how old were you when you got your first phone?" I said 19 and in college. I don't think she liked that answer. Yeah, so it's the old brick phone no one could afford. Sophia. Junior said he got his first phone, he could pay for it. Yeah. I got mine when I was 19 in college, and I was driving back and forth once a month I would drive home from Nashville. And there was one time when I got stuck in really bad traffic, and it took like closer to 6 hours to get here from Nashville. It normally only takes 2. And Ninny at the same time was coming from Cartersville back home. I think it was Cartersville, which is about an hour or 2 in the other direction. So, and she got caught in bad traffic. And it took her like 4 or 5 hours to get home. My mom was kind of panicking. She was ready to get on the freeway. Yeah, she was ready to get on the freeway and try to come find me, which I don't know how she was going to do that in the dark. So after that weekend, we both got cell phones. Yeah, it's doing only texts and calls. Well, yeah, but I thought about getting Savannah one when she's just a little bit older. Yeah, Warren, exactly. That's selection pressure. Stop that before you tear that up. Sophia. Oh, were you being bad? She didn't get an extracurricular activity. She won't be on the phone until she's 18. Oh, Sharon, you being bad. She ate 2 cookies. Well, 2 cookies isn't too bad. Gosh. Jasper. You kind of, like I said, we gave you yours when you were 10, but then again, we felt like you were responsible enough to keep up with it, and for the most part, you did, except for that idiot lady that stole that phone that you laid down. Anyway, all right, I love you too. Be careful and tell Junior I said hi. Yes, Susan, he's a very busy boy. It's hard to patrol the whole neighborhood, Alright, you guys, and I think it is about time for me to go ahead and wrap things up here, too. I gotta try to go to the store before it gets dark, and it's already getting dark. Luckily, the store is close. Anyway, but you guys remember, if you see somebody without a smile, please make sure to give them one of yours, because you just never know when that person may really need that smile. But I love you guys. I'll see y'all in the chats. Thank you everybody for popping in. Please don't forget to hit the like. And if you haven't subscribed, please subscribe. I would so appreciate it. And I love you all. I'll see y'all later. It'll either be in the chats or I'll see y'all tomorrow, or I may even go live again tonight. I don't know yet. Bye guys.